Hi, thank you so much for joining me today for a Strong Women, Strong Girls role model lesson reading. My name is Rachel, and I work at Strong Women, Strong Girls, and I work with some of our data. So that means that I do some surveys for the girls in our program, and I help us think about ways that our program can be better for everyone. And I'm glad that you could join me today in my living room. I'm sitting on my couch, and this is a map behind me of Boston, which is where I'm from originally. But right now, you're in my living room in Pittsburgh. Today, I want to read you the lesson about Melati and Isabel Wijsen. And these are two sisters. They're really cool. I wish that I had a printout of our curriculum that I could hold up and show you pictures, but I'm going to read it off of my computer screen for today. So you'll have to use your imagination as you think about these two sisters and what I'm saying. Melati and Isabel Wijsen were born in Bali, which is an island in the Pacific Ocean. At school, they learned that their island makes enough trash every day to fill a 14-story building. They knew that most people do not recycle their plastic bags, which means turning them into something that can be used again. When people do not recycle, plastic bags end up in the ocean. This is bad for the world and for animals who live in the ocean, because plastic is not a natural material. Melati and Isabel wanted to solve that problem. They said, "We didn't want to wait until we were older to stand up for what we believe in." The sisters were 10 and 12 years old when they came up with a great idea. They knew that many people in Bali use plastic bags only one time and throw them away. These are called single-use plastics. Melati and Isabel founded Bye Bye Plastic Bags to get rid of single-use plastics in Bali. They travel and speak to different groups of kids to raise awareness about the dangers of plastic bags for the world. They've also created educational materials and started hands-on projects, such as giving reusable bags that you can use more than one time to communities so that they can replace their plastic bags. They have also created devices that remove plastic garbage from rivers. So cool. Since starting their organization, Bye Bye Plastic Bags has created teams of people all over the world who work to get rid of plastic bags. They have given out almost 17,000 reusable bags. They have educated thousands of kids and spoken at hundreds of events to raise awareness. And they were just 10 and 12 years old. Isabel and Melati know that when kids are determined, they can make a big difference in the world. I love that story. Kids who are just 10 and 12 can do so much great work. They started their program in Bali, but it spread all over the world. What problem did you notice that Isabel and Melati saw in their community? What do you think that they thought the problem was that they wanted to solve? And how did they find a creative solution for that problem? What was their creative solution? What were some ways that they addressed the problem and that they got other people to join them? You can talk to any adults that you're with or any other kids about what you think they noticed about plastic bags being a problem, and what did they do? And what are some things that you recycle right now? What are some things that you recycle in your home? I know this morning I put my recycling out on the curb outside of my house. And I'm very grateful that recycling people come to pick all of that up so it can be reused. And some of the things that I recycled this week were some cans from my seltzer water. I recycled some cardboard boxes. One of my friends sent me a little gift of some candy, and so I could recycle the cardboard box that it came in. What are some things that you recycle in your house? And are there any more things that you want to recycle? Thank you so much for joining me in my living room today to hear this bio reading. I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm going to do a little activity that's related to this bio. So you can find the link for that activity as well on the Strong Women, Strong Girls website.